What's up, guys? This is going to be kind of a low-key video today. Just kind of out riding around out in the neighborhood because I had to get out of the house. I've been working from home for the past few weeks and it's pretty miserable. But I figured I'd take this time to kind of catch up my YouTube followers with stuff that my Facebook, Instagram followers probably already know, because I've been posting there a lot better than I've been posting here. And part of that is because I haven't had a computer. My computer died back in February, and I had to get that replaced, and then I had some issues that I'll circle back and talk to in a minute. But another reason I haven't posted any motorcycle stuff is because my bike hasn't been at my house in a little while. And that's because back during bike week, I didn't actually go to bike week. I was going to, but then my buddy that I was going with couldn't go, and then coronavirus, and we just decided to sit it out. Anyway, that week, I think it was Wednesday, I was on my way to get my hair cut, and I was going up US 1, and this group of bikers that was on their way to bike week kind of fell in behind me. Well, I got to my barbershop, and I slowed down to turn right into their parking lot. And I guess the lead biker in the group behind me thought that I was going to Daytona with them for some reason, and didn't realize that I was slowing down, and he rear-ended me. He was real nice about it, real apologetic, pretty cool guy. And so I've got insurance, he's got insurance, so it shouldn't have been a big deal. We swapped our insurance and went on our merry way. So I've been dealing with insurance and trying to get that fixed, which has been a huge pain, because the only damage to my bike is broken turn signal, which I gotta get gas here in a minute, so I'll pull over and show you guys my broken turn signal, which, yes, by the way, it's still not fixed, even though my bike's been gone for 2 weeks. So I called my insurance, explained what happened, and they said, yeah, that's pretty much what he said. You're not at fault, so we're gonna take care of this for you. Sweet, awesome. They cut me a check, and they say, you know, go to the dealership and get this fixed. And if it costs more than the check that we gave you, then they'll charge us directly, which it did. They way underbid it. Like the check that they got me wouldn't have even covered the parts to fix it, let alone the labor that Harley charges. So yeah, so anyway, this is damage. That's it. Still works, still rideable, but just needs to get fixed.
What's happening? Yeah, my brother's now.
Alright, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I got the broken part, and like I said, very easy fix. I could do it myself in like 20 minutes if they would just give me the parts, but that's not how insurance works. So I called Harley to set up the appointment to get that done. And they said, yeah, so how it works is you bring it in and we do an estimate on it, and then I guess they have to talk with their, what's up, man? They have to talk with Geico and come to an agreement with Geico on what it's going to take to fix it, parts and labor wise. And then once they get that agreement, then I bring the bike back in and they actually fix it. So yeah, cool, no worries. And they said, well, how about you bring it in on Saturday? So I said, okay, cool, I'm gonna drop it off Friday after work, and that way it'll be there first thing Saturday morning for you guys to look at it. So that's what I did. And after it had been there for a week and a half, I called him back and I was like, you know, what's going on? Like, I thought this was just gonna be like a quick thing. I thought I was gonna come get it Saturday afternoon. And apparently, because like the whole virus thing, Geico's working on a skeleton crew, and they're just like taking a while to get to it. And I said, okay, well, in the meantime, if my bike's just going to be sitting around, can it like come sit around at my house? And they're like, yeah, that's no problem. Like, we'll call you when they get around to it, when they get out here. And then, now that was like 2 weeks ago that I picked it up from them, so yeah, it would make me a lot happier. They would just give me the turn signal, let me swap it out, but yeah, they won't do that. So anyway, that was that. And for those of you that care about my computer and why I haven't been able to edit videos, back in, I don't know, like mid-February, I was traveling for work, and I brought my laptop with me, my personal laptop, and it was working fine on the plane. I was watching Netflix and everything, and then I got back to the hotel from work on Monday or whatever, the first day I was there, and my laptop wouldn't turn on. Oh, I guess it's not really a laptop, it's a Surface Pro. So a few years ago, I had lost my charger that came with it, and I had just bought a cheapy Chinesium replacement charger, just because I knew my charger's here somewhere. I just don't know where, and I need a charger right now, so I bought a cheap Chinese one. And then when I moved, I found my charger again, so now I have two chargers for that tablet. Whoa. Well, when I was getting ready to go on this trip for work, I couldn't find my charger again, so I ended up bringing the Chinese one, the cheapy one. And so that's why I'm thinking, you know, maybe this crappy charger just died, and when I get home and find my good charger, it'll work again. And it did for about a day, and then it wouldn't turn on again, even with the good charger. So I was like, okay, well, I bought this computer in 2014. It's 6 years old now. It doesn't really owe me anything. It's time for me to get a new one anyway. So I did some research, and I settled on the Blade by Razer. It's a beautiful looking laptop with lots of hardware, and granted, it's a little bit more expensive than comparable hardwares, but it had a really nice aluminum case that it was in, and it had a few upgrades that I thought made it worth the extra price. So I got one of those, and it took a while to get here. I think not quite a week for the first one. And when it got here, you know, I fired it up and like did all the updates and started installing stuff. And it did a blue screen of death 3 times in the first 24 hours that I had it. So I'm like, okay, this one's just a lemon. You know, I'll send it back and get another one, let them replace it. Well, the second one took like a week and a half. I don't know if they were back ordered or what, but the replacement took forever to get here. And then when that one finally got here, you know, I set it up and, you know, did all the updates and installed all the software that I wanted on it and all that. And I started running some stuff and playing some games, and it was working great, and I was super happy. And then I went to move it from the living room into the bedroom, and I unplugged the charger, and it died. It just absolutely, there was some issue with the battery. It just would not hold the charge. Like I don't know if any of you guys have ever had like an older laptop that you could take the battery out of, and like that's what it acted like. Like as soon as you unplug the power, it was nothing. It was just get dead and nobody home. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm only giving Razor 2 strikes, and that's it. So I sent that one back, got my money back, and I was a little annoyed that they charged me return shipping to send it back. But you know, whatever. So then this is the part where people that follow me on Instagram already knew about, because I asked for their opinion on what I should get instead, and I appreciate all the input that everybody gave me for that. I ended up going with the Dell G7, and I've had that one for a week, 2 weeks, let's say a little over a week, and it's been great, man. I've done some gaming on it. It's a little loud when you're playing games, but you know, it's a laptop. That's gonna happen. And I know a couple of you guys out there are sitting there thinking, you know, oh, well, you should have built a desktop. That would have been cheaper and had better performance, and you wouldn't have the noisy fans in it. Well, yeah. And I've done that before. I have a desktop that I built that's also getting pretty dated now. I think I built that one 10 years ago. And I've done a few, like, you know, little upgrades to it or whatever. But I didn't really want another desktop. You know, I have that desktop that does most of what I want to do. You know, it's starting to lag a little bit on the more intensive softwares that I do. But I want it to be portable. I want it to be able to, you know, I like to go on trips, and I want to be able to document my trips that I go on for you guys, and I want to be able to edit that footage while I'm on the trips. So that's why I wanted a laptop. That's why I went with a gaming laptop, so I could have the video processing to be able to do that. So yeah, now I think everybody's caught up. I know a lot of this information, those of you that follow my Facebook page and my Instagram page already knew, so I apologize for the redundancy. But I also have a lot of people on here that don't have those social medias and are only YouTube followers, so I was really trying to get those guys caught up. So anyway, this is kind of an easy, you know, relaxing vlog ride. Mostly just because I needed to get out of the house. I've been working from home for the past 2 weeks, and I'm over that. I literally haven't left my house in like a week and a half. Like, I've gone grocery shopping and that's it. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna wait till I go around this light here, so I don't end the video sitting at a light. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this short, easy little video. Just kind of out cruising in my neighborhood. So I actually do have a lot of more interesting stuff coming up. I'm not happy with my carb setup on my truck, so I'm going to be working on that a little bit coming up. And then I know I've been talking about this a lot. I have a lot of wiring stuff stacked up on the bench that I'm going to be completely rewiring the 63 as soon as I stop procrastinating on that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of intimidated just a little bit, just because I've never done anything like that, and I really have no idea what I'm doing. But I need to just, you know, get over it and dive into it and figure it out, because I know once I get into it, I'm gonna be able to figure it out. It can't be that hard. I don't like riding behind mattresses, because I don't know how he tied them down. They're gonna fly out and hit me. But yeah, so a quick little video on me working on my carb is coming. I'll probably break up the wiring into a video series, because that's probably going to be a lot of work. And I've got parts for the Ruckus coming. So yeah, you guys are finally going to get to see the Ruckus a little bit. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing, what I'm going to do. That's all I got today, so I'll talk to you guys later.